Hello, dear co-creative weavers. Here is Erika Macy, also known as erikamacy.me, like the name of my website. I like to spread the seeds. Like it's the sixth chapter of my book, The Wyrding Way. It's based on 6 natural cycles, like we all move and weave through in our lives. We're being grounded. Could be an idea, or like we have been born as a unique seed or a destiny thread, and then we continue to grow, setting down our roots and living the soul, our comfort zone, and then we face adversity like shadow work until we continue to fully bloom and spreading our wings, and then continue to go back to earth. The cycles is like sharing the seeds. They're like in nature being passed on. And that's why Saturday is with this theme of sharing the seeds. And I like to share my seeds of wisdom about my passions of an oracle card, Beregini Goddess symbols, and the runes. Let's start with the oracle card of the Seer. Here it is. I'm just going to read out. The Seer represents the capacity to reach beyond the obvious details of life into the hidden realms where information is available to those with the discernment to perceive it. The symbol represents psychic perception, intuition, and the capacity to know something without prior exposure. The Seer knows truth, always seeks truth beyond all else, and sees reality as it truly is without judgment. Sorry, it's like because it's so hot, I've got everywhere the windows open and it's a bit loud. The Seer can read between the lines and understand what is not being said. He represents the power of clarity and being able to recognize patterns. The invitation. The Seer invites you to trust your intuition and follow it as it leads you forward. You may feel lost when it appears that your hunch is taking you in circles or even through a maze. But the hidden realms don't follow the rules of a two-dimensional map. Trust your gut and allow your perception of your circumstances to widen to include the nuances and subtle cues that you normally miss if you take things at face value. The Seer has gifted you with his magic. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Your what you desire happen when you are refusing to see things as they are. The truth may hurt, but it will set you free to claim the bounty that is waiting for you to notice it. This is a moment of true power. The Seer offers you his medicine. When you're ready, surrender your vision to Spirit and ask to be shown the truth, no matter the price. Once you do so, your eyes will open and you will receive a powerful gift. I really like the message of the Seer for the upcoming week. And Beregini symbol, this is a Slavic goddess symbol or Slavic rune. It's the eternal ruler. This is the very last symbol of the 27, which are called the soul tree horoscope in Slavic tradition. And I'm actually offering very in-depth soul tree horoscope readings, where you can find out your main 7 Bereginis. And it's called soul tree because then you will find out in your roots, which are also divided in 7 years, how certain energies and archetypes have been weaving through you. And then in the center, this is our main energy that supports us through all our life. And then 3, like in the branches of a tree, that pull us forward to fulfill our destiny. So you can go on my website, there's an offer for that. And the eternal ruler specifically, it comes from the Nav world, from the 9th circle, which is about the earth. In Slavic tradition, it's perceived that we incarnate as souls and then we move through 9 circles. It could be also many times when we reincarnated that we are moving through 9 circles, from the first circle of the divine world where the soul is still very new, and then incarnating, going through certain cycles then of the sun, as new souls on earth. Then we integrate life and wisdom and love, and continue to create in the 4th circle. The 5th circle is all about words, communication and prayer. And the 6th circle is all about protection, where we are also more mature souls. We push forward to fulfill our destiny, like the job or what we are called here to share in the world becomes important. And then the 7th circle is all about fire and transformation. And the 8th circle is all about ancestors. And the 9th circle is about earth. And this is where the eternal ruler is the very last symbol. It's like we incorporated all the previous experiences to be those eternal rulers of our own kingdom. I've got the eternal ruler in my roots, in my very first root, which stands for the first 7 years of my life, where we are still the closest to our ancestors. And when I work with the symbol, I always have to think about me as a young girl who started to play tennis in Kazakhstan, where I was born, when I was 5 years old. And I literally feel then like this eternal ruler. I even travel to neighbors' countries and were in my power, like, and the tennis court was my inner kingdom. And I embroidered the eternal ruler also in my shamanic dress, in the roots. Other women into the soul tree horoscope by giving you an in-depth 35 pages to 40 pages reading, and then meeting once a month to start embroidering our Beregini in our clothes. It could be a dress like I've done with my dress, or it could be any cloth of your choice, which are also known as destiny towels or rushniks in Slavic tradition. So the eternal ruler for next week, she stands for wealth and abundance. Her affirmation: I accept and receive inner and outer abundance. The usage is for protection of house and other material things. Protection against negative energies. I also have got this message inside her, like a little wound, and I carry then this energy underneath my pillow or in my bra. And I also shamanic movements to go with each Beregini, but you can really get to know her and the energy and support she brings to you. And because my main Beregini is the wise one, she is like the raven. This is from our first initiatory circle, the last new moon. You can still catch the recording if you want to also be part of it. We got to know our main Beregini. For me, it's the wise one, the raven, and this is what emerged ever since. And she's got the message for me: less is more. I usually love to embroider so many different symbols and hidden messages, but here it was very clear: less is more. So catch the recording where I did a shamanic journey to get to know our main Beregini, or you're more than welcome to book a very in-depth sultry horoscope reading with me, and then come into our next co-creative weaving circle, the next new moon. And last but not least, for the week is the Kenaz rune. This is all about creativity, about inner fire, inspiration, bringing our projects forward. I think it's interesting that now with the heat wave, it's also knowing about how to deal with the fire within ourselves first of all, and also outside. How to bring our inner fires forward. Kenaz is also my North Node in the birth runes reports, which I'm also happy to provide. North Node is like the North Star. It's this energy that pushes us forward to fulfill our destiny. Like in the sultry horoscope, it would be the branches and the Bereginis from the branches. And here, this is the rune, like the North Node for me. So may you get well through the heat, through the fire out there, by connecting to your own inspirational, creative fire. This is also a rune that can help us to move also through diseases or illnesses in the most beneficial way. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. You can subscribe to my newsletter via ericaamazing.me, where I also send out a written newsletter with everything which I just talked about. Then you also have got it in a written form. I always send out my newsletter, which I call my soul letter, each Sunday. So you can sign up, and that way you can also look at my website with my different offerings which I like to share with you. And I send you many blessings. Blakadaru in Russian. Bye bye.